Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. In our last video, we are discussing the importance of being people of reflection, of tafakkur. In this video, we want to elaborate on this further. One of the things is when you reflect upon the creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you can't help but have your iman increased and understand that everything points to the existence of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to the reality of Tawheed. It's very funny when atheists might say something like, I'll believe in God, you just show me a miracle, show me a sign. And the reality is that this is a foolish statement because everything around us is a miracle, it's a sign. Everything points to the reality. And really, when we reflect upon the nature of this cosmos, of this universe, of our existence here, it's a miracle for people who reflect. And that's why one of the poets said, فَيَا عَجَبًا كَيْفَ يُؤْتَى الْإِلَهُ أَمْ كَيْفَ يَجْحَلُ الْجَاحِدُ وَفِي كُلِّ شَيْءٍ لَهُ آيَةٌ تَدُلُّ عَلَى أَنَّهُ وَاحِدٌ. How strange it is that God can be disobeyed. How it is that the denier can deny him, when in everything there's a sign that proves that he is one. This is a reality that if we just reflect, we'll understand this. We were talking in our last video about the sun in relationship to the earth. And the earth, subhanAllah, it's in the perfect angle that had it been in a different angle, we would be in perpetual glaciers and deserts. It would be really hard for there to be life. And yet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made the earth the perfect angle, the perfect distance from the sun. And just as there are signs in the cosmos, there are signs within ourselves. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, سَنُرِيهِمْ آيَاتِنَا فِي الْآفَاقِ وَفِي أَنفُسِهِمْ حَتَّى يَتَبَيَّنَ لَهُمْ أَنَّهُ الْحَقُّ. That we will show them our signs in the horizons and within themselves until it becomes clear to them that it is the truth. So just as you look at the vastness of the universe, think about the vastness of Allah's creation in terms of the micro level. That, for the longest time, people thought that the smallest particle was the atom. And yet now we know through the advancement of science that within the atom there's a whole universe by itself. That there are electrons that go around a nucleus the same way plants go around the sun. How vast is Allah's creation that within this atom, this particle that, there are billions of particles of atoms everywhere. Within that, there's a universe by itself. And another thing to reflect on, again, when we were talking about the sun in relationship to the earth, reflect upon the sun in relationship to our eyes. That had the sun been a bit different and our eyes been a bit different, we would be blind. It would be too bright or too dark for us to see. But the eye is in perfect coordination to the sun, which allows us to benefit from the light of the sun, and we see all the colors that we see. And this is something that we need to really develop, is this quality of reflecting on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's creation. And when we reflect, this will increase our iman, it will allow us to advance in science, and we'll see our spiritual state elevate. And we should all do ourselves a favor. In the times that we're living in, again, it's a time that does not encourage people to reflect. But sometimes we need to get away from the busyness of life, from the hectic life of the city, and go to sit by the ocean, by the river, sit by the trees, sit by the mountains, and reflect on Allah's creation. And this will increase your iman and also increase your happiness, inshallah. In our next video, we'll be discussing an important component of reflection, which is to reflect upon death, inshallah. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.